F fermentation cellar was commissioned in 1970. It consisted of 4 vertical cylindrical stainless steel tanks, each holding over 350,000 litres of beer. To start fermentation, yeast is added. The yeast cells will multiply many times during fermentation. The yeast converts the fermentable sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. The gas is collected for reuse at a later stage. When fermentation is complete, the mixture, now beer, is cooled. This causes the yeast to settle to the conical bottom of the fermenter, from where it's removed. Yeast was reused and stored in stainless steel holding tanks and maintained at a low temperature. CUB's yeast culturing operations were located at the Carlton plant. After fermentation is complete, the beer is transferred into storage vessels located in various cold cellars in the plant. The beer is chilled to -1 degree Celsius, and a precise amount of hop extract is added during the transfer into storage. Hops give beer its characteristic bitter taste. The hop extract plant was located in what was originally the stables. Around the brewery were many reminders of the days when horses were the main form of transport. At several places, old cast iron rings used to hitch the horses could be found. After storage, the beer was carbonated using the gas collected from fermentation and then filtered through an autojet filter which was installed in the early 1970s. After the beer had been filtered, it was pasteurised. It was finally ready for packaging into kegs.
Well, the last brew has been withdrawn from storage, and finally, after almost 130 years on this historic Bouverie Street site, brewing draws to a close.
In line with moving draft beer production to Abbotsford, Carlton and United Breweries is standardising keg design to a single 50-litre model. Previously, draft beer had been distributed in 41-litre and 81-litre kegs, called firkins and kilderkins. The first stage of the keg filling or racking process was the return of the empty kegs to the brewery. They were received at an indoor truck bay named Silver City, or at an outdoor area known as the Top Yard. Both these areas are approached from Swanston Street. The empty kegs were transported by conveyor belt to the cleaning and refilling area. The cask washing and racking operations were labour-intensive and involved considerable repetition. Before they could be cleaned, the caps had to be removed. These were rebuilt for reuse later. The rubber ball that acts as the seal was replaced in the cap. The kegs were cleaned and inspected before being refilled. Refilling could be done either automatically or manually. Once full, the kegs were recapped and were then ready to be loaded onto trucks. The truck loading bays were on the Bouverie Street side of the brewery. Trucks were also loaded in Ballarat Street. One